Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Fichthal. Really is a beautiful map. Right now I'm the king of the castle. Although the castle's a bit wrecked. There's not much to be king of. But the fields look good. Canola's looking great, as you can see. Dex is down there liming. Michelle's just driven off up there back to her farm. We have a fair few with us today. No Tony, though. And no Jan. But we've got Michelle, we've got Lennox, we've got Dex. Which is all fantastic. Right then, let's jump over to our farm. Oh, we're stuck in a shed. That must be where I left it. Okay. So, let's have a quick check of these bales to start with to see how they're fermenting. 81% fermented, so yes, we are still waiting, unfortunately. I do apologise, I have a little bit of a cough, so if that appears during the live stream, I am sorry. So yeah, we've got some bales fermenting. And the second thing what I wanted to do was get this field cultivated. Because I would like to get some maybe soybeans or sorghum in. And this is where I was going to do it. So, first things first. Oh. Apparently I still have access to Tony's farm. Let's get the voucher. Let's go around and pick up all the bales. And then we can use the voucher to do the cultivating as well. If I can remember where I left my my cultivator's in a bush, isn't it? Yes, of course. So we just get all the bales picked up off of this field. And then we can carry on with that. We can get that cultivated in. It does need some... Oh, what am I doing? It does need some fertilizer and it needs some lime, but I haven't got the ability to put lime in at the minute. So we'll just have to see how we go. It may be that someone else can help me out. Michelle has offered her help this morning. So it's quite possible that when we have got... yeah, I'm not going to drive into the crop there and ruin it. It's quite possible that when we've got our cultivating done, if Michelle wants to come and spread some lime, that would be fantastic. Before we get the seed in the ground. But yeah, I think soybeans or sorghum would be good. Obviously if we go with soybeans, then we won't need fertilizer. We are playing with precision farming, so soybeans do not need fertilizer. However, they do still need the pH of the soil to be good. So yeah, it'll be a nice little adventure. Didn't mean to crash into that, but it doesn't matter. Now I do have to keep some of these bales because I'm planning on getting a food mixer, or a feed mixer, sorry, for the cows. Need to improve their milk production so that we can take it over to the dairy and get that producing more and more things. Obviously I don't need all of them. I will definitely be selling a load of these. And there's a good chance that we'll be able to purchase field number 4 today. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to. Hello, my gaming adventures. How are you doing? Dex can lime too, can he? Yes, Dex can lime. We've just watched him do that from the top of the castle. So you're quite right. But Dex wasn't asking for work, whereas Michelle was, so... I know Michelle's got a fertiliser spreader. I don't know if it's a lime spreader as well. We shall see. See what she comes back with. Not physically comes back with, but on the chat. Anyway. It's, looks like we're going to be able to fit all of these onto one trailer load, which is fantastic. I'll just pick up a couple from the other field as well, just to make it one full trailer load. Yes, because we just need 2 more, and that will be fine. There we go, and then we've got one here to keep testing to see if it's they've fermented properly or not. So this can be left here now. There we are. And we'll be selling those later on today. In the meantime, cultivation work is where it's at. Now, do I need a front weight? I probably don't, but just because it's there, let's fit it. Ah, there you go. Michelle said she's got a spreader that does lime and fertiliser, which is fantastic. So when I've cultivated this, then we'll be looking for some help with some lime spreading, please. If you don't mind. But first things first, let's get all this field cultivated up. And I'm going to be switching this over to an arable field. I have the 2 meadow grasslands that we can use to make silage. It's not going to be our main income anyway. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a crop in the ground in this field as well, because I like the shape of this field. It's a good field, especially with the tree in the middle. I do like it. My Gaming Adventures says you'd be amazed at what Dex can do. Okay. I'm not sure how to take that, but also whatever he can do it all with blinding people at the same time. So that's excellent news. Right. Do love the fact that we've got really interesting trees around the edge of this field. Really, really nice. Just gonna back up and get that bit from the corner there. Lovely. Want to get every bit of this field cultivated. Did miss a bit actually the first time round when we were making the field into a grass field. And there it is there. Got that. Oh, hello. I think I just went over that bit, but I've missed that bit as well. Deary me. Want to make sure that we get that. Nope, still not. Okay. I guess you can't get that bit then. Well, we will see how we get on. I think... I don't think it should take too long to get this sorted, but I definitely need to get the crop in today, so it's going to be either sorghum or soybeans. Could do corn, although we don't have a corn harvester, so we'd have to get a corn header for the harvester, which is money, and I'd rather think that I would get field number 4 purchased before we look at spending money on things like a corn header. But field number 4 is £120,000. So we do need to sell that load of silage to be able to get it. As soon as that's ready, which should be, hopefully, not too long after we finish cultivating this field. Hello on the chat. I've got to say, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, but hello and welcome. So, yes, nearly finished the second lap of this field now. So, like I said, I do need to keep some of those silage bales, because we are going to be creating a mix, or getting a food mixer in. I think we'll do that after we've sold that trailer load of silage. We will buy field 4, and then we'll see how much money is left over for the food mixer. The cows don't seem to be getting through their food that quickly. It doesn't tell me here how many cows we've got out and how many are possible, but the cows don't seem to be getting through their food that quickly. So they are only on hay at the minute though, so their milk production isn't as good as it possibly could be. Why no Kubota? Why no Kubota? Because I couldn't afford Kubotas at the minute. I got the tractors that we've got here. I got in the sale, which was really lucky. We've got a Fendt and we've got the Valtra. I'm not against Kubotas. I quite like Kubotas, but at the minute I can't afford one. So we need to start just going up and down the field now. Not a quick job with a small cultivator, but it's not a bad job. At some point we might increase the size of our cultivator, but we'll see. Probably could do with a stone picker as well at some point. Oh, you've got 2 Kubotas in real life. You do shopping with the big one. Oh wow. Well, that's made me a little bit jealous. I'm looking for a tractor, as always. Haven't found one yet, unfortunately. Need to get a small tractor with a front loader for bits I need to do around the small holding. But yeah, and imagine going to the shops in it. That'd be amazing. Right, now usually when you cultivate in grass you would get some nitrogen into the ground, but because the grass has been mown, that's not the case this time. So we won't be getting any nitrogen added in from the grass that we're cultivating in, but we do have a sprayer. We do have some liquid fertilizer. That will keep us going. You've got to have yourself some, a stinky diesel tractor. Everyone loves a stinky diesel tractor. Well, everyone who's here anyway. Probably many people in the world don't love a stinky diesel tractor, but they're inconsequential. I know everyone's suffering out there with the heat a little bit at the minute. In fact, because I live on a busy road, I've got to keep the windows shut, and this room is heating up quite fantastically at the minute. I'm already in shorts and t-shirt, and I am getting very warm. It looks like I'm only halfway through the field, but it does go a lot quicker once you get towards the centre section, because you're not going as far each end, and we've got the tree in the middle to go around as well. Am I from the USA? No, I'm from England, so we're in Great Britain at the minute. Oh, here we go, here's Michelle. That looks like a cultivator. Never seen anyone do lime spreading with a cultivator before. I suppose she'll want contractor access to my farm. There we go. You see, I go for a good view on the tractor and then I end up missing bits. Typicals. Oh no, look at that. Michelle's changing my ground texture. Oh dear. I wonder why that is then. I think she's only got a disc harrow and I've got a cultivator, but I don't understand why that should give us different ground textures. Unless the cultivator's obviously breaking up the ground more than the disc harrow. But even so. Even so. Oh, there you go. She's coming back round that way, so if I carry on round this way, I can do this side of the tree. I mean, in essence, I think the ground texture doesn't actually matter. It will still allow you to put seed into the ground, and it will still grow the same. There's no detrimental effect there. Ah, there you go. Michelle's just confirmed it. Mine is a shallow cultivator. There you go. That'll be why. No, I didn't think that the game actually distinguished between shallow cultivation and full cultivation, but there we go. Learn something new every day. Do I like pets? Yes, I do like pets. I have to like pets where I live, given the 2 dogs, 9 cats, 5 horses, and uncountable amount of goldfish that we have. Alright, so Michelle is going to get the lime spreader sorted. Then we need to work out how much we're going to pay her for doing the lime spreading. The lime is quite cheap, but her time is not. So we'll have to figure that out. There we go. Well, luckily with the width of that spreader, the time isn't really the issue here. That's going to be done fairly quickly. Yes, I think maybe £1,000 for that work is reasonable. Let's hope she feels the same way. Right, I'm going to hook up to my trailer again. I don't think these will be fermented yet. I've only given it 2 in-game hours. Here we go, 84% there one, so not quite yet. What are these? 83%, no. We're not quite there yet. And Michelle has well and truly covered that field in lime, so thank you very much, Michelle. Now, I need my seeder. And I think we'll run the seeder on the Fent. Where did I put my seeder? In here? Nope. Where's the mower? Oh, I'm losing things all the time. Ah, no, the seeder's up here, isn't it? Yep, there's the seeder. Do I need some seed? What have we got? No, 1,314. That should be enough. Ah, mower's up here. Good, good. So yes, we just need to jump into the Fent. How are we doing for... So we've got 2,600 litres of milk. That's actually growing pretty good. 22 animals. Out of 120. So when they start breeding, in fact... How far... Yeah, they're reproducing at the minute. Ah. Yeah, they're reproducing at the minute, so we're doing all right there. Good. I have got some Angus cows as well, which I'm hoping to get to reproduce for meat sales. But yes, at the minute, I'm oh, I'm not paying attention. I'm driving into doors. Now, do I need to take off my front loader? I think I probably do. Let's pop it into the workshop. And I would say I'll also need a front weight. Let's just pop that off in there. There we go. And get my front weight sorted. There we are. You reckon I should be looking for a Yanmar 1200 model? Well, I can't say I've heard of that, but I will. I'll look it up after. I think the sort of thing I'm looking for is maybe an old Ford or a Massey. Okay, so we can't plant oats. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? Good evening to you too, sir. So, it's soybeans or sorghum. Now, I don't know between the two which one yields better. But I think that soybeans do not need the fertilizer. And I think they grow quicker as well, so we're going to get soybeans into the ground. Might have to go get some fuel today. Yeah, like a Ford 3000. A Massey Ferguson 135 might be a bit small, to be honest. I was thinking more like a 390T or something like that. But yeah, that's the sort of thing we can get around here. Or a 3115 even, go a little bit bigger. Right, so luckily it's not using seed at a tremendous rate. Which is good news. Definitely after a combinable crop though. Yep, I have seen the Izekis as well, especially in game actually, in FS22. We've seen the Izekis. They look good. I haven't actually used one yet though, but maybe maybe I could soon. Not a bad plan at all. I think by the time that we've got this seed into this field, it'll be the bales would have progressed quite a bit, I hope. Yeah, full lap of that and we've used about 20 litres of seed, so I think we're going to have plenty of seed to keep us going on this one. And like I said, without the need for fertiliser, because it's a soybean crop, then we should be pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, I think at the end of this episode we'll wander over and see what everyone else is up to, and we'll get some fuel for the Fent at the same time. However, in the meantime, we have bits that we need to do today. We're gonna have a nice busy harvest period around harvest time. We've got 2 fields of canola. Just putting in the soybeans now. We put in. What did we put in? Did we put in? Well, Michelle put it in some oats, didn't she? Yes. Yeah, we got a field of oats, and we may even have something else in field number 4 by then as well. Obviously, that'll have to go in this month. Because, yeah, this is the last opportunity we've got for planting something else. We could do soybeans in there as well, I suppose. That would definitely help with the... yeah, the lack of requiring fertiliser would definitely help with the jobs that need doing, but we shall see. First of all, like I said, I need to get that trailer load of bales sold, and then I can afford the field, and then we can decide what to do with it. It's going to be a bit busy this episode. Plenty to do. So who else have we got online? Give us a shout on the chat. If this is your first time here, then please like, comment and subscribe. That's the standard blip from all YouTubers. It really, really does help. I'm looking to promote the channel as best as we possibly can. I'm afraid that the live stream is a little bit slow paced compared to my normal videos, and that's purely because obviously we can't go into time lapses live, can we? I have had a thought about what other sort of live content we could do when this series comes to an end, but at the moment we've got a little bit of a tease of another multiplayer thing coming up. First teaser of that went out on Wednesday. I know it was very short, but it went out on Wednesday. We have got a few more teasers and clues as to what it could be every Wednesday from now for a while. Oh no, look! We missed a spot of grass. Oh well, that's a pain in the butt. Ah. Never mind, I'm sure the crop will grow nicely around it. Right, I have to start doing what we did on the cultivating now as well. Spinning around and heading straight down the other side. I do need to look at getting a bigger drill at some point. In fact, let's just pop this on a worker. Did that work? Yes, it did. Oh, that's one of Derek's disguises. How's he got to Bavaria? Oh well. So, oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that one. Right, so let's have a look at power. What power have we got? 190 horsepower. So in terms of seeders, 300 horsepower. That's ridiculous. 210. So it might be alright with this one. That's a nice seeder, and it can do fertilizer at the same time. I think that might be one to think about going for. 109,000 though. So I suppose it's in the sale. It is not in the sale. Nice one there in the sale, but that's all. Quite a lot in the sale. I believe some of these bits have been sold by my fellow farmers. It seems. Oh, that would be good. Right, no, come on. Let's not get distracted. Right. Why can't I move? There. Because I was inside the tractor, that's why. Right, I'm going to leave him carrying on for now. Let's have a quick check of this bale. 90%, so we're getting there. We're getting there very, very slowly. We have a few straw bales there. In fact, how are they doing for bedding? Let's have a quick look. Straw. They're not doing too badly for bedding at all. We are trying to get the grass and hay down. And then we can start putting in total mixed ration. Move to you too. So, not doing too badly at all at the minute. Yes, so you see here we've got nitrogen as 25 kilograms per hectare per HA. Is that a hectare? I don't know. And it requires 0, so not bad at all. We've fully limed and everything. How are we doing over here for fertilizer, etc.? Fertilizer is good. Lime is not so good. We do. We do need to spray some herbicide. See if I can do that while Chappie over there is doing my seeding for me. Do I have herbicide? I can't remember whether I've got herbicide or not. I think there's herbicide in the sprayer. But we definitely want to maximise the yield of all our crops. Yep, herbicide in the sprayer, so that's good. Now, I hope that the oats aren't at a growth stage. I think they've only just germinated. I'm really hoping they're not at a growth stage. That means I can't drive on them. No, it looks okay. It looks okay. That's good. Not an awful lot here in terms of weeds. There's a reasonable amount. Definitely a reasonable amount. Should be able to cover it all quite nicely. And then yeah, that'll be good. So that'll be oats fully sorted out. Soybeans in the ground. They'll need a quick blast of herbicide next time. And we'll see whether we can get something into field number 4, which is this field here. That's the one I'd really like. If we can get something into that this month, then we'll have 5 fields. 5 fields that will be ready to harvest this year, which I think is pretty good. Definitely going to be a lot of work, but they also shouldn't all be ready in the same month, hopefully. Hello Melanie, how are you doing? Glad you could join. We are just getting the oats herbicided at the minute. Get all those weeds killed off and maximise the yield. But yeah, I don't know what to put into field 4 if we do buy it today. That'll be this field, obviously. It's either going to be sorghum, soybeans, or corn. And like I said, for that we're going to need to get a corn header. Really difficult to see where I've sprayed and where I haven't. Have a quick look on the mini map. Oh yeah, that's okay. We're doing all right there. Worker over there in Derek Disguise number 1 is getting the soybeans into the ground. That'd be really good. Oh, yep. Thought I might just catch that rail. Never mind. Right. How's it going now? Need to remember to put on cruise control while I'm doing this so it carries on. Yep, a little bit around the edge to pick up, but essentially most of that field is now covered, which is good. Just get that covered there. Turn around and get this last little bit of the corner before we move on. Probably take over from the seeding again, I would think. How's that looking? Oh, looks like I missed a clump over the other side. Well, we'll have to go and get that, won't we? Looks like we may need some more herbicide after this as well. Which is quite expensive, but not ideal. Right. But where's that lump that I've missed? It's over this way. Yes. That should have got it. It did. Super. Right. That's now looking good. That field is now fully ready. We don't need to touch it again until harvest time. The worker's doing alright over there on the getting the soybeans in. Good thing about field number 4, it is a perfect little seed bed. It has been it has been ploughed, but that's about it. So it's sitting there waiting for some seed. Shouldn't really drive on this. Right, how's he doing? Oh, well, that's odd. At least it's easy to see where he's missed. God, he's as bad as Derek. For those of you who don't know, Derek is the raccoon on my survival roleplay series. We have given him a job. Although, I've got to be honest, he's not doing the best that he could be. Right, then we nearly got to 12 o'clock, so how are we looking here? 94% fermented. It is taking its time. Oh, what am I doing? Right, that's everyone else's tractors. Let's jump back in this one again. Because let's face it, Derek, if it is Derek, wasn't doing a brilliant job. Right, let's get that lower down. Here we go. Excellent. Yep, thank you to Michelle for doing the liming for me. And yeah, like I said, it's really easy to see where we've been and where we haven't now. If you do everything in the right order on FS, you can really make it easy for yourself. If you do it in the wrong order, well, not necessarily the wrong order, but in a different order, then it obviously doesn't work out all the time. Right, that's that bit done. I'm going to do around the tree now. So, yeah, everyone who's watching, tell us a bit about yourselves, where you're from, and what brought you to this video today. It's always nice to know. And if you're still here, then why you haven't left yet. That would also be good to know. Alright, this is looking better now. Once we've got around the tree, be able to carry on in straight lines. Seems to be dragging that texture out from the shallow cultivator that Michelle brought over. But that's okay. Once the crop has grown, we won't even notice the texture on the map anyway. Looks like rain's on the way. Forecast has just changed. Let's see how that goes then. Got to definitely make sure that all those bales on that trailer have fermented before we take them to sell them, because otherwise we're not going to be getting a full load of money. In fact, the grass bales that they would be if they haven't fermented are worth absolutely nothing compared to silage, and that is absolutely not what we want to be doing. Great demand at Werner's grain silo. Is that for anything that I've got? No. So we won't worry about that straight away. Right then. Time flies when you're having fun. It's hard to believe we've almost been doing this for an hour now. But there is a lot of jobs to do. Usually keep the live streams to about an hour and a half. Because on time 6 that would take us to about sort of 3:30, 4 o'clock in-game time. And just at that point it's starting to get dark. But obviously if there are jobs that people need to do, we can carry on for a while. And by people, I mean the other people on the map. We have other farms that are currently working away. In fact, if I increase the size of the map there, you'll be able to see that we've got Michelle down in field 15. You've got Lennox in field 11. And Dex over in field 58 and 59. Who, if I'm honest, and I'm taking a wild stab in the dark here, is probably doing some grass work. But who knows? Who knows? Well, we are eating through this fuel, so we will need to go and fuel up after we've done all this. Probably ought to get some of my machines repaired soon. I have got a workshop here at the farm, so it is nice and easy to do. And yeah, we'll be it'll be good. My gaming adventures, no grass this week. No, no grass this week. I am going full on arable. Well, apart from my 2 meadow fields, obviously. W1 and W2. They will stay grass, and that is where we'll get our silage from. And obviously they won't yield massively well, but they will yield well. And that will go towards the cows, because we can make more money with things like milk and the productions that feed off the back of that than we can with the silage, I believe. In fact, the milk, the dairy is right over near the petrol station, so I might take a container load of milk when I go and fuel this up. Right. This does take a lot longer than the cultivating, doesn't it? But then I suppose it does in real life too. Oh, it's a bit muddy. Probably ought to clean my tractors as well occasionally. Inside and out. So, get on the chat. Tell me how you're doing. what you've been up to this week? Concurrent viewers 4. Am I to assume that that is the 4 people that are also playing the game? Oh, look at all the deer. Nice thing to have them running around freely on the farm. Obviously, I'm terrifying them with my tractor, but never mind, eh? So, the multiplayer server has been a little bit quiet recently. We need to get more people on it. So if you are looking for a multiplayer game on FS22, then the Robert Scythe multiplayer server on Valley the Old Farm is the one for you. So please log on, have a look around. There are some videos, and on my Discord channel there's a lot of help of how to get on it and everything. Unfortunately, I've not been able to spend the time I wanted to on it due to various other things going on in life, but I do plan to spend a bit more time on it soon. And we've got an exciting new project on the way. It's getting hot in this room. Really hot. Not ideal. I know that I've by no means got the highest temperature around at the minute. It's only about 24 degrees, but that's hot enough for me, especially with all the doors and windows closed, to be able to do this live stream. I've got to be honest, I think even if we can afford Field 4 today, pop that on a worker so that we can have a look. But even if we can afford Field 4 today, I don't think we'll be putting a crop in. I think it's going to be preparation for a winter crop, that one. Which is a bit unfortunate. I'd like to do poplar or sugarcane, but we've definitely missed the boat for sugarcane. Poplar would be alright, but I don't really know what to do with poplar. I think if we have a look at the package kit, and if you have a look at poplar, where is it? There it is. Yeah, so you have to harvest it with... it's a forage harvester, so we can do forage, or we can do bio bales. That might be an option. Well, obviously the worker has now stopped because life was too hard. £13 that cost me for it to do nothing at all. Life's hard for these workers, isn't it? Right then, so let's just finish up here. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. And then we can focus on the other bits we need to do. We may be able to give the cows a nice full mix of TMR by the end of today. which would be a little bit special. Unfortunately, we do have that small section of grass there that is going to be surrounded by soybeans. Never mind. You can't get every field 100% perfect. And there we go. We've used just over 300 litres of seed, which is absolutely fantastic. It's not a lot at all. And that is soybeans all into field number 1. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, 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 bouncy, bouncy. Not good when your front wheels... Not good when your front wheels leave the deck and you can't steer. Alright. There we are. Now, oh, let's just walk into the door. How are we looking? We've had another hour in game time. Silage, yes. 24 bales, silage, silage, silage. All looks to be silage to me, which is fantastic news. I mean, if we can, let's just hop up on top and double check these ones. Yep, all looks fantastic. All silage. Ah, now, where's the best price for silage at the moment? Oh, it's the biogas plant. Okay. Well, that'll be a new one for me. Haven't been to the biogas plant before. Let's head up there now. Obviously, I imagine that it'll be full of Dex's bales waiting to be processed. But we shall see. Leave my bales in there as well, and they'll sell when they sell. But yeah, it'd be nice to visit the biogas plant. Not somewhere we've been on this map before. And I think we get there by... Oh, sorry, madam. We get there by going up the road towards Michelle's farm. It looks like Dex has just been up to the biogas plant to check it out. We shall see when we get there what it's like. There's the castle that I started the episode on. Seems a long way up there now. So, if these bales have 5,500 litres in each, and we've got 24 of them, anyone want to do the maths? Oh look, some carelessly discarded bales just there. I don't think that they're real bales. I think they're just decoration. This is definitely the way up to the biogas plant. There you go, you can see it on the horizon there. I think that building over there is part of Michelle's farm. The one over there. Yes, it is. That's part of her silo. Come on, Valtra. You're the one with all the power. Unless it's fallen out. Right then, let's have a quick look at the state of things inside the biogas plant. Ah, not many bales at all. Obviously, though, the anaerobic digester is full. Oh, and a random trailer just left there. Look at that. If I were to put mine all in front of it, hopefully they would all sell slowly as the thing uses it. However, if I'm going to be wanting to buy that field today, I can't... Oh, hello. Oh, it's Dex. Hello, Dex. If I'm going to be wanting to buy that field today, then I can't wait, really, for them all to sell. Gonna have to yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take them to Werner's grain silo, unfortunately. I want a cash injection. Hello, Tony. Tony's just appeared on the chat. Hope everything's going alright, Tone, and yeah, family is much more important than Farming Simulator. So yeah, just focus all your time on that at the minute, mate. So as I said, we'll go up to Werner's grain silo and we'll sell it there. I know the price wasn't quite as good, but we do get an instant payment instead of waiting to be paid over several days into next month. It may be a case that if we have extra bales that we don't want to keep for the cows, that we can probably pop them up to the biogas plant eventually. Although it is a long way to come just to pop a few bales down. I do want to go and check out that dam at some point. It looks lovely down there. At some point maybe we'll sell something down there. Who knows? I see that Jan's swallowed up this area. All these fields around here belong to Jan, who's not able to join us tonight, unfortunately, but hopefully he'll be back with us again next time. Just wanted to give a little hi to Oliver, who's watching us. He is very active on the multiplayer server. He's just messaged me to say he's watching. So hello, Oliver. Just got this hill to climb up here, and then we can sell these bales. When you can't go very fast, maps start to feel a lot bigger than they actually are. I think I might have got that bird. Come on, Valtra. You can do it. Right, let's get these unloaded. There, that's better. Money has shot up. Okay, so what do we need? We want to buy field number 4, which is 121,000. We can now afford it. No! Dex just bought it. Why would he do that to me? Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. I don't know what to say. Where's all this stuff gone? Ah, well that's good. At least it's all still there. But where's he gone? What's he doing? It serves me right, I suppose, for... Oh, he's sold it. No. He has sold it again. Oh. What a turnip. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. Turnip. Derailing my show. Well, the good news is we have another field. The bad news is, in order to get a crop in it, we need to either wait until well, we need to either get onto it now. Oh, hello, I'm in a hole. We need to get onto it now and set this off on a worker to start getting some seed in, which I think is what we're going to do, to be perfectly honest. I'm going to use the Fent to pick up all the rest of the silage bales, and then we'll go get some fuel for the Fent. But I want to get soybeans into field number 4 as well. Given that we've got plenty of seed, it doesn't take much seed, as we've just proved out. We're getting them into field 1. We'll do a couple of laps and then we'll put it on the worker. Oof. Michelle, I would absolutely love that if you could. If you want to come and help with Field 4, that would be great. Soya beans, and obviously no fertilizer. There's tractor tracks in the field. Did Dex come and check it out first? Oh, he's playing a game, he is. Why does Field 4 need grass? I'm on a mission to get arable crops in all my fields. We've got 2 meadow grass fields, we don't need any more. That's plenty for the cows. Struggling a little bit uphill here. It may be that we do grass on this field next year after we've done the soybeans. Yes, my gaming adventures. I think that little episode with Dex is means that I really don't want to put grass in. Michelle, if you could come over with a drill, please, and get no, not grass. Get soya beans into it, please. Shouldn't need any fertilizer or anything. It's just the soya beans. And that way this field will be ready at the same time as field number 1. We'll be able to harvest them all together. Yeah, I think your drill is much bigger than my one, so should be able to get it sorted in no time at all. Thanks, Tone. Might take you up on that next episode. But for now, I think we're going to crack on with what we've got here. We just need to do a couple of loops of the telegraph pole. Then I was going to set it off on a worker, but if Michelle's on the way down, I won't need to. Right, so that's once around the headland. Whoa, oh, that was a bit dodgy. Once around the headland done, and once around the telegraph pole done. Michelle, if you wouldn't mind doing the rest of the field at soya beans, then I will be very appreciative. Because I need to go pick up the rest of the silage bales. Oh, I left the engine running on the fence. That's silly of me. And it's got low fuel. Anyway, I'm going to use this to pick up the rest of the silage bales. And then we will go and drop the milk off at the dairy. But these silage bales, most of them I think I need to keep for the cows. And then we need to do a feed mix for the cows as well. Right, getting lost in the woods here. Oh, we got quite a few off this field. I'd forgotten how many we'd got. That's good. May be able to sell some of them after all. Let's take them all back over to the farm and then see what we need. Right, so that is 12 so far. 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 bales, that's quite good. From those two meadow fields. I'd say we shouldn't have much of a problem in creating silage in the future. Look, I haven't even done it all because the amount of grass that I've left is probably overall about the same amount as a bale. Right, let's see if we can get back through the woods this time without careering into any trees. Yes, well done me. Ah, good, Michelle's there. She's cracking on getting the soya beans into the ground. Fantastic stuff. I think I'm going to pop these in the end of the pit, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I think it would be good to do poplar at some point. Maybe not on this map, but somewhere to get silage. So I know you need a you get a forage wagon. Then you can make silage out of it. You do need a pit, obviously. Maybe on my I don't know, maybe on my survival series or something I could do poplar as a way of getting silage for the cows. Although I have just bought that grass field. But maybe the grass field that we have there, we can turn into a field of poplar and a field of, well, and yeah, and another field as well afterwards. That might be good. Right. That's that. So I need my front loader back on. Which is up here. Which means I will need the weight on the rear, not on the front. And then this fence can stay down here while we go and pick up a feed mixer. Right. So we'll pop that over there. We will go and get into the voucher. But before we do that, let's have a quick look. Is there any feed mixers in the sale? No, there isn't. Is there any feed mixers in here? Yes, there is. So, we have options. And I think the best option that we've got, what do you reckon? That's 22, that's 24. It's not worth the extra money, I don't think. That is definitely worth the extra money. So we'll get the Silo King. So let's go and get that now. We will make a mix for the cows. And I think that will probably do us for today. I was going to go and see how Dex is getting on, but with the stunt he pulled over that field, forget about it. Oh, it's Derek again. Train. Just gone for a walk around the village. Nice church. Why are there bits of kit just littered around here? I bet you some of this stuff might be mine as well. Definitely that seed bag. That's the one I nicked off Dex, I think. Right then. Let's do a nice big mix for the cows. Oh, who's that running around over there? Is that Lennox? He's running around in my canola. What are you doing, son? Good lord. You'll get a rash. Right, let's pull all the way through. And then we'll put on the options menu there, which will show us how it's mixing. And then we need our front loader. So, at the moment, I think, well, first of all, one silage bale and one hay bale. And then we'll see how we stand. Ooh, that's a bit harsh. Don't do that. Yeah, I think it's going to take a lot more than one silage bale and one hay bale, but at the minute, that's what we're aiming for. Now, I believe the hay bales are much bigger than the silage bales. But it might be 2 silage bales to 1 hay bale, and then top up the rest with straw. We shall have to see. Yes, I'm looking at it. So the silage bales are 5.5. Hay bales are 9. Yeah, almost double, in fact. So yeah, 1 hay bale is going to be. Maybe 1 and a bit silage bales. I'm going to have to get myself a telehandler or something, I think. Ideally, I'd like to use... To be honest, it doesn't matter whether I use hay or more silage, because they're just as easy for us to make. Both of them are just as easy for us to make. Even though silage is worth more, it doesn't really matter because they're just bales of stuff that feed the cows, as far as I'm concerned. Right then, so let's put some of this in. I think if we make it up to about half and half, there we go. And now I can top the rest up with a bit of straw, because that's going to be the cheapest thing to replace. And we've got oats. We've got oats in. I can't make canola straw, but we've got oats in that will make straw. Tony's offered me his telehandler. Said he's sitting there doing nothing. That's very nice of you, Tone. Maybe for the next episode, if you're still not using it. Right, how are we doing here? We want to make sure that we don't... Oh look, Lennox has just appeared with his telehandler, slightly too late. Right, we have a full mix. I'm going to pop the rest of this bale in there for their bedding. That'll do. Yes, I've seen you. I've seen you, Mr. Lennox. That's very nice of you. But I've got a full load now. I think there's potential for me to get my own telehandler at some point. Especially if one pops up in the sale. That'll be good. Yes, so we have TMR going into the cows, which is fantastic. Plenty of hay for them to munch through still. Plenty of hay for them to munch through. They'll eat the TMR first anyway. Yeah, they'll eat the TMR first and then they'll move on to the hay and then the grass. Probably should leave them after this mix so that they can get through it all. Okay, so that's the hay bale in. We need 1 silage bale from over here and the rest of that silage bale that's on the floor down there. And then the rest of straw. And then Bob's your uncle. Robert is indeed your father's brother. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, no. No, that's fallen off. That's okay. Hello, Valtra. Now, we don't want all this. We can leave the rest of this one out. But yeah, just needs topping up with this as cheap padding. It doesn't even need it, but it's getting it. And then we'll just pop it under cover here. For next time. As for this load, it's now ready to be unloaded into the cows. Now that we haven't put any mineral feed in, I'm not actually sure how much of a difference that makes to milk production. I think it potentially is quite a lot. Oh, I need to buy the field info for field 4. Sorry, Michelle. I didn't see that until now. I will do that. There. Yes, unfortunately that's a bit late because she's put loads of fertiliser in. Oh well, I'll pay her for the fertiliser too. Right then, that is the cows sorted. I'm going to now leave the Silo King in here. Our lovely new purchase. The Valtra can be left there, as its job is now done. Right, let's just wash them off a bit. I do carry this American garden hose around in my pocket with me. It does tend to leak on occasion, which can lead to embarrassing moments, but for the most part, it is extremely handy. You can also, yes, you can clean all the tractors anywhere you want, as long as. Don't ask me where the water comes from, but that is painful. Right then. So the only thing left to do is to pay Michelle for the work she's doing in the field here. And I reckon a nice £2,000 for that job there should be good. Having said that, she did use fertiliser when she didn't have to, which was my fault. So another 1,000, I think, for that. Which takes me down to £3,798, which isn't too bad. I'm okay with that. All our fields are now good. We'll have to herbicide this one and number 4 next time. She's just popped up on chat saying, "Is that a garden hose in your pocket, or are you happy to see me?" Actually, Tony, it is American garden hose. You can tell from the way it's dripping from the end. Young audience, remember, young audience. So, yep, Michelle has pretty much finished. So thank you very much, and I do apologise for the fact that you had to use fertiliser because of my mistake. I missed that bit. That was my fault. Right. Well, we've made some real progress. We've made some real progress this episode. So thank you so much for watching. It's been absolutely fantastic, if a little warm. And we look forward to it again next time. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.